Give me one quick second, folks. I need to take care of one thing real quick, and then we'll get started. Alright, I'm back, folks, and it's time to give my first hour impressions of Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. For those that don't know, I am a massive fan of Castlevania games. And, like, my very first one was the one on the Game Boy Advance called Castlevania Area or Area of Sorrow. I don't know. I just call it Area of Sorrow. That was my first Castlevania game, and I was instantly hooked on the genre. And over the years, I played different kinds, like the ones for the Game Boy. Hold on, actually, I actually got these games. I still got them. Hold on. I'm going on a nostalgia trip. Just give me a sec. Where are you, little books of games? There it is! Okay. My small little box of DS games that I don't even play anymore. Let's see. Castlevania, Portrait of Ruin. Castlevania Dawn of Sorrow, which I think is supposed to be like a sequel to Area of Sorrow. And where is it? Order of Ecclesia. Along with Area of Sorrow, those have been the Castlevania games that have really got me into the series. And I know, of course, we have Castlevania Lords of Shadow or Lords of Shadow 1 and 2, but I never really got into those. It just reminded me too much of God of War, and I really got into just the 2D style. So for Iga Sensei, literally one of the grandfathers of the Vania style gameplay, did this. This game is a Kickstarter game, and it pretty much surpassed its goal, almost like in relatively short time. And every time they surpassed the goal, they just kept adding new features. And the thing is, they're gonna keep updating this game with plenty of new stuff. But I'm rambling on too long. We can talk while we play. Let's get started! Pokemon is the best DS game, all of them from Pearl to Sun. I think my first official Pokemon games that I managed to own myself was Pokemon Black and Pokemon White. And then afterwards, it was X and Y. Then afterwards, it was Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby. So we got game start and we got configuration. Attack, backstep, backstep, jump, conjure shard, directional shard, manipulative shard, view map, and shortcut, along with volume and others. Subtitles: blood will be red, not white, not black, not blue, not green, not purple, not... Well, wow, they actually give you the options. But it will be red, as it should be. But we're good though. Let's go ahead and get started. Look at all of these save slots that we can have. This is ridiculous, and you don't have to pay $4.99 to get one. Oh, was that a cheap shot? I'm sorry. Name, Miriam. We're going with Kyushu. Why? Actually, you know what? Let's keep with Miriam, because... Let's just stick with Miriam, because if it ends up changing my name in-game, I wouldn't want Miriam, which is a lady, to have a dude's name. Well, Kyushu is kind of... Yeah, it's a dude's name, so... Her name is Miriam. We got normal, hard, and nightmare. I know I'm late getting him, but I finally got Umbra. It's nice, man. You now have the perfect weapon to fight the sentients. Alright, armored foes are usually resistant to slash attacks, but weak against striking attacks and... Hold on, what did that say? Hold on! You keep... Wait, where's the one I just looked at? The slow condition temporarily causes all your movements to be slowed down. Oh, there's lots of tips. Luck plays a part in many things, including how often enemies drop items. Some enemy... Shutting up! Cinematic!
The Industrial Revolution ushered in a new era that threatened to transform the values of men. No longer would spirituality be their compass, but not all welcomed the change. In 1783, just as the fires of the Laki eruption had plunged all of Europe into an ashen darkness, a horde of demons spilled from the shadows and fell upon city after English city. It was a message. The Alchemy Guild, fearing the rise of industrialism and abandonment by their wealthy patrons, had done the unthinkable to defend their existence. Through recondite arts, the alchemists had created shard binders, humans transplanted with crystal that attuned them to demonic power.
Well, that's one way to keep your state alchemist license.
And in doing so, threw the gates of the world open to demonkind. Countless innocents died. And though the church succeeded in vanquishing the Hell's End, a steep price had already been paid and collected. As for the shard binders, they were presumed to have all died in the sacrificial rite. However, two survived. Jibo, a boy for whom by some miracle the rite did not prove fatal. And Miriam, a girl who spared the rite altogether on account of the strange slumber that took her just before it could begin. 10 years have passed.
We don't talk about Tucker.
And too soon forgets tragedy. The demons have returned, presaged by a great castle. And on this very hour, Miriam awakens. Upon learning Jebel is the architect of this new, bloodstained ritual, Miriam and the alchemist Johannes set forth for the accursed castle. Their galleon cuts through the water, lancing towards the inevitable.
And from what I understand after looking through all the details, this is supposed to be the biggest map ever made for the entire Vania series. Now this, of course, isn't technically a Castlevania game, but from the maker who created this, this will be his biggest map that he's ever made. And I'm looking forward to it!
Johannes, are you certain it was...
It was Jeebel's doing, Miriam. No mistake.
Now, when I read his name during my last stream talking about this, I did not know how to pronounce his name, but to see that his name is Jeebel, all you need is an R in there. All you need is an R in there, and his name will be Gerbil. His name is now Gerbil now. His name is Gerbil.
It's so hard to believe. I wouldn't even be alive if not for him. He's a good soul.
I know. I know how you feel. But the facts are apparent.
He's my mainframe. If you don't mind me asking, who's your mainframe? I like to alternate between... Well, right now I'm trying out Wisp, and I have to say she's actually pretty good. I still need to like put a couple of forma on her, but her Soul Gate ability, which essentially turns her into, lets her let out a Kame wave. Yeah, it's kind of strong, and I feel like I can build that up. But overall, I have to say I like Limbo, and I like Hydroid. Hydroid I made so I can literally be in a puddle, and I can expand that to, like, say I'm doing a defense mission. I can essentially extend my puddle to cover a wide area around the main choke point, and anyone that runs in there falls into my puddle and slowly chokes to death. And it uses only like half energy per second. And if I got maxed out energy, then I can stay in that puddle for countless rounds. So Hydroid and Limbo. Continuing.
And the hell he endured 10 years ago would break the best of souls. Miriam, I want you to know that I'm sorry. What my brothers subjected you to, there's no forgiving it.
It was their transgression, not yours. You always took care of us.
Also, for all of my English and British speakers, these, I can't tell if the voice actors are using an accent or if this is their natural tone. So if I have anybody that can tell whether it sounds fake or not, I want to know. It'd be interesting because I can't tell I can't tell for a lot of characters that generally have accents that don't have it in real life, whether it's real or not. So it's nice to have people on my channel who are able to tell if it's authentic or not, or if it at least sounds authentic.
Obviously, not enough.
Well, let it go, Johannes. We need to focus on the task ahead.
But to put it in shorter terms, does these accents that these two are using, does it really sound authentic enough?
If Jeebel is responsible for the summoning,
His name is Gerbil.
then I have to stop him. I gave him my word.
I ought to do it. He was my best friend.
But I'm the only one who can. The shard experiments prepared me for combat. Let them amount to something. 10 whole years. What put me in that sleep?
I wish I had the answer. All I know is the spell that stopped time for you was advanced, arcane.
Can I learn it so I could just do Zawurldo on everybody? Zawurldo! I'm sorry, I'm screaming.
But by observing the ebb of the magic's hold on you, I was able to predict exactly when you would wake up.
Oh, I see.
We'll make landfall soon. You should get ready. I had the chest there packed with essential equipment. Now would be a good time to put it on.
And from what I hear, there's a ton of weapons in this game. Alright, we're here. And as per the usual, you never pass a corridor without... What? Oh, snap, he brought down the idle animations when you hold down the up button. Pose. Sweet kung fu shoes and a knife. Equipment! Oh my goodness, memories of playing Castlevania games are slowly coming back to me now. It's been so long since I last played one. Alright, this item can be equipped. For those of us who have played Castlevania type games in the past, we kind of know what to expect from here. So we can go kung fu or knife. Well, these boots are made for walking. Aries horns. All right. There's accessories and stuff in this game. I wonder what would I got if I was actually a backer for this game. I actually kind of regret not being one now. Shards, conjure, manipulative, directional, passive, familiar. Ooh. Oh, your question about the accent is kind of hard to say, as there's lots of different accents, so it's hard to know them all perfectly. I kind of figured that would kind of be a difficult one to kind of answer, because there's a lot of people out here who can actually do an accent, and it's not theirs naturally. Pretty good, and it's hard for those who naturally have one to tell whether it's authentic or not. So yeah, that was actually kind of a difficult question to answer. My bad. Archives. Oh, we could. Oh, memories. Memories. We don't need to do nothing.
Prepared. The next order of business is to...
I'll take care of it.
I got stabbed! Shard. Trophy earned Shard Binder! A crystallized form of demon power. It cannot be handled by an ordinary human being. Conjure Shard. Press triangle to trigger a projectile magic. Consumes MP. Memories! Cerulean Splash. Launch a bouncing ball of water at enemies.
Was that a shard?
I'd forgotten the way it felt. Like uninvited claws scraping across my bones.
Can you imagine actually being a shard binder, and that's how you gain powers? Even in England, a small country, there are multiple different accents from posh English to, well, the complete opposite. I would estimate at least 30 different accents in England alone. Goodness gracious! That's a lot. So yeah, that makes my question even the more difficult to answer.
The demon's power was transmuted into that shard, which forcibly bonded to the crystal embedded in your body.
Can you imagine actually being a shard binder and that's the way you get powers? And you just have to what if you fight like 100,000 different enemies all at once and they all release shards? You might pass out from the strain.
The strength you gain from it is undeniable, but eventually, the crystal will devour you.
Eventually?
I thought the procedure you discovered halted the corruption.
It did, but that doesn't guarantee you'll be safe if you start absorbing shards in massive quantities.
So are these two supposed to be British? Apparently, I mean, from what it sounds like, possibly.
I know my body's limits better than anyone. And I'm going to need all the power I can get. If I run into trouble, you can help me. You've done it before. You'll do it again.
Thanks for giving me a choice in the matter. Well, I won't let you down. Not if I can help it. Just promise you won't push yourself.
He's already dead. I don't know why you screaming. I ain't gonna get to him in time. That's just how this works. Told you! I told you! I played enough games with monsters to know that if someone's screaming, they're already dead. You can't save them. If only people in horror films actually understood this. Oh no, that person's screaming! Let's go see what it's about! And there's a monster on the loose. Yes, let's go investigate. No, I'll be like, okay, you go over there. I'll see if you went in this direction. I'll be the first one running for a gun or running into broad daylight.
The demons from the castle must have infested the ship.
Then they can help me wake up these muscles of mine. I'll wipe the deck with them.
Galleon Minerva! Hey, we got a new enemy. To the archives! Wow, and it remembers where my last selection was. Alright, what is this? A Morte, a lesser demon that must draw form and sentience from other sources. So it's a weak one. And the Sema, a pelagic multiped that occasionally leaves the sea to torment the land. Wow, there's a 128 different types of enemies, and they can be in any sort of combination throughout this entire game. Oh, I can't wait. Recent memories or past memories of playing Vania games dictate that I make sure I check walls. Alright, there's a backdash. There's a crouch, and pose! Candles can drop a mana rose when destroyed. A mana rose is a magical rose that slightly replenishes MP. Good, because I just wasted it trying to show off my powers, trying to figure out what the back pedal button was.
This device responds to magic. Maybe I just need to hold my hand up to it.
Oh, snap! The right stick does stuff! The right stick does stuff! Okay, her arm's stretched out now. Oh, that's interesting. That doesn't look good. Who released the Kraken? Writhing limb. Oh, the memories of this. Well, memories of this type of gameplay. But it doesn't feel good when that happens. And I wonder, do my powers get leveled up the more I use them, just like in the original? Let me see. Cerulean Splash. Rank 1, Grade 2. Rank increases the duration. Ooh. Get over here, bird. And she's gone. Country dress. Ooh, nice. Increases my intelligence, defense, and might. I'm surprised it doesn't change how I look overall. Because I heard that that's actually a thing that can do. You can tell they aren't British. The girl is okay at doing the accent, but the guy, you can easily tell he isn't British, which is weird because I like his British accent in JoJo's. Yeah, I recognize his voice as well. He's the same dude that voices Sai in Naruto. So I know for a fact that he ain't British. Okay, I need something a little bit more potent than just... Ow. I need something a little bit more potent than just blobs of water. Let me just throw out some lightning or some daggers or something. And I definitely can't reach her. Oh, they hit me with criticals. Ow. Enough, chicken. That's enough, you flying chicken. Level up. That's what you get. You're a big one. Ow. Ow. Oh, that is not good. Hold on. Oh, but he's weak to water. That rust must have settled in real quick. Rusted ring. Ah, speaking of rust. Oh, and I can have multiple accessories. Increases defense and constitution. And I'm pretty sure once we unlock more abilities, I don't even know if we'll be able to come back to this thing. No, you can go back right where you were. Hopefully I learned some movement magic that'll make me run back and forth real fast. Tunic, you're just giving me stuff. Oh, okay, this is actually weak. I'm glad I went up to the top deck in order to get this. Oh, snap. From my studies, I have found the existence of the following attributes: slash, thrust, strike, fire, ice, thunder, light, dark, poison, curse, and stone. Ooh, are these things I can use in my exploits? So that goes one way. So we're gonna go down the deck instead. That's right. I got my kick shoes on. Hairband. I'm just discovering all sorts of equipment. Makes you wonder what the highest grade weapons will be like. Oh look, it changed her. Gotta grab that money when I can. Never pass a corridor and leave one of these intact. That is a rule. The unsung rule. Oh snap, I got a new one! Directional shard. Ooh, does that mean I can fire cannonballs out of my hand now? Flame cannon! Oh, this game is doing it for me. I love RPGs that let you have multiple powers and multiple weapons and all kinds of stuff. I'm sorry. This is my type of game. It really is. Any game that lets you fully customize and your character to different types of loadouts and everything, I love it. That's why I'm looking forward to Marvel and Borderlands. Oh, this is definitely going to come in handy for some puzzle solving. Yo, that took him straight out. Oh, I'm definitely gonna enjoy this. And using the stick. Oh, it's gonna be so useful. Bronze, cotton, and halite. Don't know what it does, but I'm sure we'll find out. Doesn't even have to look at it. And this sounds like music you would hear at a Castlevania game. So it's good. You thought that was funny? Just gonna spit some nasty water at me? You're spitting? That's nasty. Oh, and they turn. I'll take that money and that elm. Oh wow, it's out already? I'm definitely gonna have to get my hands on this game too. Yes, it's out today on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, and I believe PC, and Switch gets it on the 25th. Oh, I need to get out of here. Do I have another potion? I do. Alright, that ought to keep me going a little bit longer. Level up! She's a little bit like Shanoa. I'm getting that vibe. I'm really getting that vibe. And the fact that you can play through this game with multiple characters, and I think there's a multiplayer on this, attached to this as well. I don't know in what regard. Ooh, short sword. Is it better than my shoes? It is. Time to introduce some real weapons. But I can't reach that other side quite yet. Oh wait, yes I can. We're getting tons of materials here. It's a good thing we don't suffer from fall damage because, yeah, this is a platforming game and there's lots of... I just chopped off his head. That's an animation. Oh, I'm loving this game already. Alright, flashing air kick. Perform up to 3 spinning kicks by repeating the same command. What? There are combos for the weapons you use? I'm sorry? What is this sorcery that appeals to me? So I looked it up. There are 29 dialects in England alone, that's not including Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland, and any other current British territory. Wow, okay. So yeah, definitely a hard question. Alright, hold on. We need to see if we can do this. If they haven't already, I'm pretty sure there are all manner of fan art and materials with 1 or 2 of them. I would not be surprised. The internet works extremely fast. You only need to see 1 second of a character. And if it's a video that can be paused of a character, it won't take people long. We got speed drawers out there in the world. Okay, so hold on. Archive, techniques, down, diagonal. Perform up to 3 spinning kicks by repeating the same command. Oh, snap! That's how you do it! Of course, I ran out of MP. But the next time we're in an area where I got a lot of it, I'll show it off again. The fact that, yo, this game is doing it for me. You can save your oh, snap! We got a save room! Is this the save room? Looks like somebody that be serving Einzel Gone. And my MP is maxed out, so now we can showcase that combo. This will be my first file. And the fact that it doesn't have an easy mode, it's just normal, hard, and nightmare. Okay, let's see this combo. Was she speaking French? It sounded like she said, un, deux, trois. Reminded me of, yes, the British accent is a supremely varied thing. Oh yeah, okay. It reminds me of Mr. 2 from One Piece. I would not be surprised if we come across mimics. Tattered Scarf. Ooh, what do you do? Give me more mind and defense. I'll take it. And there's still rooms I haven't explored yet. Like, look at the map. 2.90% on the Galleon Minerva. So, I'm in that room there, toggle travel history. I don't need the travel history, really. Do I know any French? Unfortunately, I do not. I barely know Spanish. I barely know German, and I lived there and learned the language. It's just that ever since coming back to the States, I never really had a need to speak German, even though people expect me to, because I lived there for so long. It's just that as soon as I left Europe, anything I learned about their language kind of escaped me. I mean, I know a little, but not enough to, you know, carry on a full conversation. She counts the moves in French. Yes, I got that one. Yes, yes! I knew I wasn't hearing things. Minimap editor. What? What? Yo, you can have the minimap wherever you want? For your preference? Do you know how beneficial this will be for streamers who like to have their heads up in the top right or top left? You can have it, and you can determine how much of the map shows. Resize the... What? What? What is this? This is so cool! Don't think I forgot about you. How do you forget a language? Well, it's not that I forget it, it's just that it's pretty... Gott und Himmel, you mean God on high? Or something. I don't know. It's not that I forgot it, it's just that I probably need to start looking at the language again to kind of pick it up again. So I would say, at the very most, it's very repressed. That might be the best way I could put it. And CJ, if I got that wrong completely, then, yeah, you understand why now. Okay, I need to remember how to... Is German hard to learn? It isn't, actually. I had a very fantastic German teacher back when I went to... the school is called Neubrücke. And it was an elementary school that I went to when me and my family lived in Birkenfeld for a couple of years. And her name was Frau Niegisch. I can understand how it kind of sounds and what it could eventually lead to if people are very playful with the word, but that was her name. Lack of use, not unlike a muscle that is either out of use or worse, atrophied. Well, I would say it's, yeah, I would say it's kind of repressed and very dry. What are you? Whoa! What are you supposed to be? I can't harm you with physical attacks. Never mind, I got you. So do they have... the same alphabet? Yes, they do, but it's said differently. I can't remember off the top of my head because I really haven't done anything German related to remember either the language or their spelling. But my mom still uses a couple words concerning German in certain conversations. Like it's a habit, so it's part of her vocabulary now. But not to me too much. And my sisters know a little bit of... Whoa! Woo, look at all that stuff! Did your teacher have a bat, a vampire? No, it wasn't that type of German teacher. I know exactly what movie you're referencing to. And she didn't have an assistant with very weird looking eyes either. And there wasn't thunder whenever she said her name. Or a horse neighing that had absolutely no business being in the environment, so... Needless to say, she was a very, very good German teacher. She told us stories and folklore. It was not only very informative, but very entertaining to hear because over the course of me being at this school, I never really gave much thought to, well, the country I was in. I was very young, very incorrigible, and I didn't think too much about other countries when I was young. I was really young. This was before I even turned, I want to say, even 11. Sugar, sweetener, an essential ingredient when making desserts. I can cook these things? Nothing I can heal with myself, unfortunately, it seems. Never mind, thank you, close by save point. You saved my life. You know what? This might keep me preoccupied until the rest of this month is over. Because I was kind of thinking about what to bring you guys, but since Bloodstained is here, and I feel like it's extremely rich gameplay, it could very well keep me invested until we start doing Tales of the Borderlands next month. And even then, that probably won't last too long because Telltale games have never been too long. At least not in Tales of the Borderlands regard. Because after that is done, then we still have Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, which will be coming out near the middle of the month of July. So I'm looking forward to that one too. I guess it's easier to learn a language when you grow up hearing it a lot. I grew up in Britain, but your mom is Greek, so I know both. Yo, that is so cool. One of my brothers, he's not my blood brother, but he's close to me like family that I consider him brother. At least one of them which lives here where I am. I got two guys I know that are named Chris. One is the guy I game with on PlayStation, who is my brother, and another one who is our drummer at our church, whose name is also Chris. And he's my brother as well because, well, we're kind of that close. But his wife, she actually knows how to speak. I think she's half Spanish and half Israeli, I believe. I might be getting this completely wrong, but she can speak fluent Hebrew, which is something I never expected from a Hispanic person to actually learn. Not saying that they're not capable of learning it, but to have that repertoire of language knowledge and to know someone who knows that, it was very surprising to me. But she can speak it fluently, Spanish and Hebrew fluently, like it's no matter whatsoever. And there's something up there I need to get. If I keep killing these things, I might be able to rank up my shard. Yo, using the right stick to do this, it is so nice. Yeah, that jump is far too big. Level up! So, I remember doors that have that on there means that the boss is coming up, which means we're gonna explore the rest of this area before we move on completely. Rats? Get back here, rat! You thought you could escape me? Ooh, this is a nice looking chest. 500 G! Well, I'm slightly paid. Have a Polish friend who knows Polish, English, and Japanese. Ooh, quite the repertoire. And a save point right before the boss. There are some Hispanic Jews out there. They even keep kosher and observe the Torah and feast days. I even met a few here in Florida. It's, you know, it really is amazing being able to meet people outside of your own nationality or from your own country. It's unfortunate that some here in the US seem to think that any person that is not from this country is of a lower grade than we are here. It's actually kind of stupid, actually, that people still think this way. So on behalf of those who have sense here in the US, I apologize for those who behave otherwise. Gerbil! That's gotta be him, right? It's Gerbil!
You've decided to awaken.
Sheeple, tell me you didn't do this. It doesn't make any sense.
How does it not? After all the sins humans wrought upon us?
Look at him. If I don't get to play as him by the end of this game, because they said that there's a lot of unlockable people that you can play as. Please tell me that one is not locked behind nightmare mode. I don't think my heart could take it.
Johannes told me what they did to you. And you're right, it's horrible. But what you're doing now is just as bad.
No! No, there you are very wrong.
Hold on, I'm listening to his voice. Is that Troy Baker? Not unlike a certain figure of importance has been stumping about as of late. Yeah, that's a very touchy subject. It really is. That's why I'm careful what I say, because not everybody likes opinions.
What the alchemists did was reshuffle our bodies. What I intend to do is reshuffle the world. I'd say I've earned the right. Join me, Miriam. You're the only one who understands the pain I feel. What it's like to no longer be human.
What? I never thought I'd hear those words from you. I was the one that came to you broken, convinced I was a monster, And you told me...
This is nonsense.
You told me our power doesn't make us good or bad. Our choices do.
What a very anime thing to say.
I'd given up on my humanity, but you restored my hope. Don't you remember?
Oh, here's the anime trope number 552. Once noble character, now turned evil, has a sudden moment of clarity and struggles with his thoughts. Until he becomes evil again, because, you know, duality.
Master Jeeble, we must return.
Grimory. Like Ria's Grimory?
Yes. Miriam, I tire of reminiscing with you.
I believe you're supposed to pronounce gerbil in a German type app. Oh, this man is gerbil. Oh, it's gerbil. Oh, yes. From now on, his name shall be gerbil. Gerbil is here at the castle. We must find gerbil.
You're here to kill me, aren't you? Then first prove you can find me.
From now on, his name will be said in that accent.
Along the way, you'll have no choice but to absorb shards and avail yourself of the powers of hell. If you can still claim to be human at the end of it all, then perhaps I might be more inclined to listen. Come, Grimory, we're leaving.
Jeeble, wait!
His name is gerbil. Ooh, look at this lady right here. She's a lot different than the original look she had. She was a lot more top heavy. But at least they kept the jiggles physics. I will not complain. Hey, I can still do directional when she's in the background. That's actually kind of nice. Which means boss fights aren't just going to be strictly on the 2D plane. Ooh! Ooh, that's not good. That is not good! What you mean I can't use this? What are you talking about I can't use? Oh, wait, I already used it. I got no magic left. Tell Charlie I ain't gonna make it. I ain't gonna make it, Charlie. Well, I died. There it is. And now we shall try again. Will it do the same cinematic, or will we start at the boss fight?
So sleepy. Come, Grimory. We're leaving.
It's nice that we can skip. Uh-huh. I know how those work now. Oh, that was a critical. Critical! Alright, going to the foreground. Very susceptible. Very susceptible to flames, obviously. What with her being like a water creature. Uh-huh, I know how that tentacle works. Woo! Storm Abolisher! Go ahead and grab that money now. Give to me your power! Oh, more like Odin. I take from you your power!
I saw it. Just a flicker. That was the Jeeble I know. I will put a stop to all this.
You will put a stop to this as soon as you remember his name is Jebel. His name is Jebel and forever Jebel.
Bloodstained.
Was that a transition? Okay, I like that transition. That was actually kind of nice.
We're here.
Was this a village? What happened to it? The demons Jeeble summoned?
Jebel, I don't know how long we are going to have this conversation.
They've moved faster than we hoped. Miriam, we have to hurry. This was where we were supposed to meet our contact.
All right. But wait. Let me clear the area. There are still demons about.
And it looks like we can go right back onto the ship again and explore areas that we normally couldn't before. If that's the thing. But let's actually check out and see what this new shard will do. Manipulative, flame cannon, familiar, cerulean splash, thrashing tentacle. Increases rank 1, increases the number of projectiles cast at once. Attack foes with one of Vepar's tentacles. Whoa! Okay, I see you. You trying to take some patterns off of Bayonetta there, ain't you? With them wicked weaves. I see you right there. Yep. Save room calls for us. I done got toe up a little bit too much. Now, let's check out this attack on these guys as soon as they kind of surround us. What? I can get knocked into walls? If I'm not careful? New power! Head flail. Attack by using a Dullahammers. Oh, so it's like a Dullahammer. Like a Dullahan with an N. But it's a Dullahammer. Using a Dullahammer's head as a flail. Wait, new power too? Sweet! Yo! We got not only the Dullahammers, but also that flying harpies attack as well in one go. The Alo. And that still isn't any different. But what we'll do is check out some more. Manipulative, flame cannon, passive, familiar. So all of these are just straight conjure. Gale crawler. Ooh. Sending out shockwaves, I like. And next would be Head Flail. On the cosplay, the cosplay abilities for this character in game. Just wondering how many mods do I have. I got a couple. Brandon and Chris, obviously. They're my best friends and my brothers, so it's obvious that they would be there. CJ, because he's been here for a very long time. EGK, which is another one of my mods as well. The thing is, with my mods, I only have people who I absolutely trust to the utmost to keep the peace when I'm gaming and to make sure that chat doesn't really get out of hand. So I don't have too many, it's just that I have enough to sustain me for right now. And it's not something that I do when people ask me to. I just pay attention to who's here and whether they behave civil-like or not. So I only got like a good handful. I was just wondering because it seems like I only have like a handful, to be honest. Not too many. Because most of all, I don't want any mods to abuse their power and just make chat uncomfortable for anybody who wants to be here. I mean, those that know me know the type of things that I like in my chat or won't allow. So they get a good feel of how things run here. What? Okay, they're still weak to fire. It's a good thing. No guy who has 2,500 subs but only 2 mods. Well, it can only be that he really trusts them a lot to hold down. What? My luck must be ridiculously high even at this low level to have this. Summon rat, call forth a giant rat and set it upon foes. Is this a familiar? Oh, we got to check this out. Manipulative, flame. No, it's actually another. It's actually another standard. Okay, I'll take it. And I know this is supposed to be the first hour, but I'm actually kind of enjoying myself right now. Rodents of unusual size. So who's the nun? That will obviously have a lot of art drawn of her. Yep. There's gonna be tons of art now.
You know who I am. And that means...
I'm sorry we couldn't get here sooner, Dominique.
With a name like that? Yep. Art by the hundreds.
So this is our contact.
Yes, the church sent me.
An exorcist. And we're lucky to have you, Dominique.
I'd be surprised if she turns out to be another playable character.
And the church you, Miriam. Thank you for guiding her here, Johannes.
You wouldn't have asked if it wasn't important, but you should tell us why you need her. Miriam isn't one to shy away from danger, but she deserves to be armed with all the facts.
Yes, very well. I told you when I contacted you that the Shardbinder Jebel is responsible for summoning the castle.
His name is Jebel.
Yes, there's no mistake about that. He admitted as much.
What? You spoke to him?
Then let me get right to the point. I find it curious that the outpouring of demons, facilitated by one Shardbinder, just happens to coincide with the sudden awakening of the other Shardbinder, after exactly 10 years.
You're right, it is strange. But the church doesn't get to drag Miriam into this just because the timing is odd.
Oh, do you decide for her then? I asked you to bring her here so she could see the horrors that have befallen the village and make an informed choice. I have no intention of forcing you, Miriam.
You don't have to. I gave Jebel my word that I would stop him.
You would guess about 300 picks of all types by the end of the year, at least for Dominique alone. Yeah, I would not be surprised. I won't look at them, but I can tell there will be some.
Thank you, Miriam. I am sorry to put it on your shoulders.
Pardon me? Oh, hello there. Are you all right? We didn't mean to ignore you.
I'm all right, thank you.
You are quite welcome. Do you have a name?
Anne.
What a lovely name. Anne, you shouldn't be out here. Let me take you somewhere safe.
Oh, all right.
Come on, this way.
I don't think those high heels are very combat oriented. But then again, there's a game out there where a lady literally wears her clothes or wears her hair as clothes, so I can't really say anything. There's lanterns to be smashed.
Around before, and this place seems secure.
Will this be our base of operations?
Yes, agreed.
Johannes, you, Anne, and I will remain here. We can assist Miriam from safe ground.
This will be our base of operations.
What? We can't ask her to brave the castle alone?
Yes, you can, because I'm not about to babysit you.
Don't be foolish. She is trained in combat. Are you? We would only get in the way.
That's not the point.
That is precisely the point. If you can't fight, you ain't going. I don't care how good your intentions are. You're not Izuku Midoriya, so your best of intentions is not gonna help you out in this situation. Listen to the lady, man. She trying to save your life.
I'll be fine, Johannes. Please don't worry.
All right. But we'll be here if you need us.
Let's not waste any time. We have a lot to do.
Come back if you need anything. I'll get a workshop running so I can perform alchemy for you.
Thank you, Johannes.
I know you're strong, but be careful.
I will.
And they each go their respective ways. Lanterns! Ooh, the monies! What's in here? Waystone. I should be looking at all this stuff and all the enemies that we've encountered. Archives. Morte, Cannon Morte, Sema, Alo, a half-bird creature that can raise winds with its wings. Ooh, drop items, drop rates, and the shards, and the drop rate for the shards is 4%, and I managed to get both that and the Dula Hammer at the same time? Spawn area, Galleon, Minerva, Arventville, and the entrance. Ooh, look at me. Pulling out all the stats for the luck. Dula Hammer. 4% for both the Dula Hammer and the Halo. And I managed to get both of them at the exact same time. Then we got the Born Morte and the Giant Rat. Look at this thing. I believe the ones in New York are only half this size. And it drops cheese? Why? Why would I want to eat cheese from a giant rat? From a giant rat. That's nasty. Monstrous rodent attended by a retinue of smaller rats. A morte that has possessed a human, destroying its flesh in the process. An undead knight that wields his head as a weapon. And it's just now dawned on me that his flail is actually his helmet. Wow, I never noticed. I didn't even notice. I read his name as a Dullahan because Dullahans are mythological creatures that are essentially walking headless horsemen. Or horsewomen, depending on the folklore. But they're essentially supernatural creatures that don't have their heads attached. So why this didn't dawn on me that visage in his chest isn't his head, but his flail is, and I'm pretty sure the chain part of it is just a regular scarf. So he attached his head to a scarf and is using his head as a flail to beat me up with. Alright, now let's check out bosses. Vepa! Yes, she looks noticeably different from her initial beta look. She's a lot less top heavy. If you've seen her initial demo, well, let's just say there's been a significant reduction. So, a sea demon feared for hailing storms and casting ships into the abyss. 100% chance of dropping its shard. Why, thank you. Alright, that's enough. Let's see what these guys will offer me in terms of alchemy and different skills. You weren't needing that purple light, were you?
Here she is. You have to marvel at the church's resources. Look at what they've provided for us.
I know, it's incredible.
So, what I can do for you here in the workshop is take materials you bring me and transmute them into new items.
Ooh, that's gonna be useful, because farming certain creatures in order to get higher grades means... yeah, farming higher animals. Too bad about the reduction of that particular boss character. I don't know. I don't know how YouTube would respond with a very present arms looking character just out there in the open.
But the alchemy is easier.
I ain't trying to get no letter saying, we removed your video because it had this in it. Okay, so did you remove the other people who have thousands of subscribers? No, because he has thousands of subscribers. I knew you showed favoritism! So we got small webbing, melting bone, iron, and bronze. Craft, prepare, and enhance shard? And, oh, okay, I'm done. I'm done. This is what I enjoy. Crafting weapons, all sorts of different things. Prepare food, enhance shard. Increase the number of projectiles cast at once. And these can all be increased. Press B to mourn the minor loss. I will remain anonymous. So it's only going to take one for Cerulean Splash, but what about the Flame Cannon? Oh, I actually need gunpowder to improve that. So Thrashing Tentacle, let's...
I'll go with this.
Ooh, I like it.
Alright, let's improve it again. It's rank 2, but it's grade 1. So does that mean... hold on.
I'll go with this.
Can I increase its grade?
I'll go with this.
Ooh, I like it.
Okay, so it... oh, I need more. Slimy leather in order to increase it even more. Alright, so we can oh! We got weapons! We got Nodachi's spears and guns. We got guns. Though the Nodachi looks good. Yo, they got dull sword. We all know this is a katana. Katana attack. Nodachis, claymores, maces, long swords, rapiers, base lards. Not okay. You speak it to me. A scarf that resembles bat wings. Scale armor. The only thing I'm interested in is things that increase all of my stats and gives me absolutely no reds. Ethers, Mithridite, Poison, Panacea. I never knew how to say that name right, even though I've seen it in hundreds of games. Kung Fu Shoes, Battle Boots, Toy Shoes. Shoes that emit an adorable squeak with each step. Kukris, Poison Kukris. Don't know how to say that, not gonna try it. Invisible Blade, a blade that has been made invisible through sorcery. Lance, Whip, Thorn Whip, Flame Whip, Blunderbuss, Dawn Sword. Blue Skies, blood-soaked boots that hit with all the force of the falling sky. Boreal Rime Boots, used by a heroine who saved her homeland. Boots imbued with an ice deity. Oleanders, alchemical shoes designed for guests both welcome and not. And it looks like they're poison. 8-bit coins? Where do I even get this from? What type of enemy is gonna drop an 8-bit coin? Shield weapon, encrypted, or what is this? What's with all the numbers and letters? You're confusing me here. I don't know what to expect from this. What am I supposed to get from this kind of information? The Hikari, a sword that purifies evil with its divine light. Moonwake, God Cross, EU sword, Red Beast's Edge, Prismatic Heart, Deathbringer, Claw of Onmoraki, Blood Grinder, Silent Calamity, Sculptor's Chisel, Black Dragon's Ode, Renee's Requiem. With her last breath, she imbues this weapon with her soul. Yo, what is this? AP rounds, HP rounds, and SP rounds. I've been playing Dragon Quest VIII as well as Devil May Cry 5. Between those games, this and Samurai Showdown, my dance card for games is filling up rather quickly. So is mine. I feel like this, along with this will keep me occupied until I start Borderlands, and then it'll still keep me occupied after that's done until Marvel shows up. Then Marvel will keep me occupied until Borderlands 3. So needless to say, with some of these games and some of these good-looking games that I know is going to keep me occupied, yeah, there's no shortage of things that can keep us invested. But what kind of weapons are these? Black Dragon's Ode, a weapon made by a black dragon who fell in love with a fairy. I'm sorry? What sort of weapons are these? And they have different status effects on them. So that looks like dark, stone, and slash damage from this one thing. And that looks like curse, dark, and slash. Wow, that's a horrible combo. And that looks like slash and light, a weapon forged by soul-seeking purification. Wow, there is just so much to take in. That's actually kind of crazy. But let's make some potions.
I'll go with this.
There, all done. Once I've transmuted an item, I'll pass it on to Dominique, so she can carry it at the supply post for you.
So basically, whatever I craft, Dominique will be able to sell. So if I don't want to craft anymore, and if I got tons of money, I can just buy it from her. So say I craft potions, I can now buy them from Dominique instead of using materials to craft them now.
I'll do my
Depending on which one is actually cheaper to do, I might flip-flop between either Johannes or Dominique.
But when it comes to items I don't know about, you'll have to find a formula for me and bring it here.
So basically what he's saying is, all that we just looked through on our list is not all that we can make. We have to find the formulas to make them, and it'll get added to the list. That's basically what he's saying to me right now. And it appeals to me.
I understand.
Also, the demon crystal you've obtained, the shards, those can be transmuted the same way as items. Each shard requires specific materials, but it's worth it to make your shards more useful.
Oh, I'm gonna become I shall become all-powerful.
Try it when you get the chance.
I think I will.
Also, neither one of us has been eating well. No wonder, considering the struggle we've been through to survive. If you bring me the ingredients, I can use alchemy to prepare meals for us.
Is that what that condition status thing in our whole status menu signifies? Like, if we're hungry or whatever? Or do foods just do, like, attribute increases? I really hope it's attribute increases, because I would hate to have to constantly feed myself food in the middle of fighting. How does that even work? The whole dragon and fairy thing. Would one or both parties be shapeshifters of some sort? I don't know. Kind of makes me wonder how Hulk and, what is his wife's name back on Planet Hulk?
With proper nutrition and a varied diet, you have the potential to get much stronger.
I forget her name. It started with an H. I actually can't believe I forget her name, because I actually have one of those Planet Hulk comics. Actually, it might actually be in storage. But seeing as how the Hulk is a 12-foot tall man, and she is like, well, under that size, it's not actually something that I tend to really think about, because yeah. Oh, so it is a stat boost. Okay, good. I don't have to worry about me being hungry or nothing. Alright, let's talk to Dominique.
Miriam, welcome.
Hello, Dominique.
Since this is your first time here, let me tell you a little bit about the supply post.
Please.
I have made arrangements so you can buy and sell items here. I would have liked to provide what you need for free, but seeing as we are largely cut off from the church's funds out here, I will need money in order to keep the supply post stocked. I hope you don't mind paying.
No, I understand. I appreciate you doing what you can.
I can also buy shards from you if you no longer need them.
Wait, is trade in demon shards even allowed?
Of course. The church would sooner gather them up and make certain they are purified.
So this will help me out. So whenever I take down monsters with shards that I no longer need because I've already upgraded their powers to the max already, I can essentially just sell them off to her and get paid. I like this mutual transaction that's going to happen here.
I am not permitted to sell them, but I can buy them off you. You may want to keep extras, since possessing multiple shards of the same type amplifies its power, but there is a limit to how far that can go.
As I just experienced, because my thrashing tentacle is currently at its maximum with the shards that I currently have.
And more importantly, if you carry a large number of shards, your body's corruption
May accelerate, but I'll find a way to deal with that myself.
I still recommend selling your shards as a means of making money.
So wait, if I carry too many with me, will that actually start to affect me personally in-game? Or is this just a whole story thing? I'm pretty sure I'll find out.
All right. I know you're looking out for me.
I think that explains everything. Now, would you like to have a look around?
Yes, please! So we got purchase, sell, and sell shard.
What are you looking to sell?
Well, I'm not looking to sell anything right now.
What are you looking to buy?
But it looks like we can buy all sorts of different ingredients that could very well... That's how I get it. 8-bit, 16-bit, and 32-bit? So the 8-bit gives us access to the weapons that we've seen beforehand, like the Black Dragon's Ode and the others. But what do the 16 and 32 versions get me? Is that like endgame weapons? Because if it is, you got my attention. And I wonder, do I need to buy bullets for my gun? I mean, it would kind of make sense because in past games, specifically Order of Ecclesia, Kyera, the All-Strong. Yes, that's her name, Kyera! Yeah, her and Hulk, it's, yeah. To put it into retrospect, you ever seen a hamster trying to eat, you ever seen like a small hamster trying to eat a banana whole? That comes up to, that comes to mind.
Oh, I forgot to give this to you.
I should probably make some new weapons. Let's change the subject.
To explore further in.
Thank you.
I invited the other survivors inside where it's safe. They all have troubles that need resolving, if you can spare them the time.
I'll do what I can.
I know you will. Come back anytime. I'll be praying for you.
So we got the village key. And what is this?
Dominique, what is all this machinery?
That is photographic equipment we've been working on.
Photographic?
Yep, they don't have cameras yet. So this is set in the 19th century.
To put it more plainly, it allows me to capture images of real life, landscapes, people.
What? Really? Can I try it?
Unfortunately, I don't have the silver bromide I need.
I'll see if I can find it. Be right back.
So in order for her camera to start working, we need to find this material.
So there are still demons outside. Oh, they're so scary.
Don't worry. Old Miriam and Kyushu gonna clear them out for you. Speaking of which, how much money do I have? 1,000 G! Ooh, I could almost craft one of those high-end weapons. So this is still the lower level. Hey, save room. Perfect. I meant to save. I hit the wrong button by mistake. Let's actually see if we can craft some actual good stuff for us.
It's good to see you. So, what'll it be?
We need some weapons. Short sword is not gonna cut it. I need something stronger. A double-bladed great axe originally designed for harvesting wood. That don't look like it was meant to harvest wood. That looks like it was meant to harvest necks. A long blade used by cavalry in the Far East. We got a spear and a musket. But we do have the materials necessary in order to make the nodachi. So let's make the nodachi.
There, all done.
And I don't have the means of upgrading this quite yet. But I can buy the gunpowder.
Can you tell me more about what happened 10 years ago?
It started when the interests of the rich shifted away from the spiritual and esoteric in favor of more material investments. The alchemists' research was expensive. The guild members didn't want to lose their wealthy patrons.
It would be sweet if the Crusagram from Symphony of the Night is a weapon on this game. I imagine we may get several references from past Castlevania games in this game.
So they warned again and again that demons would come if people let go of their spirituality.
One thing I'm actually kind of hoping for is there's going to be multiple characters you can play in this game. More than 2. It's I want to say even more than 3. I'm kind of hoping that Dracula from past Castlevania games might actually be a playable character you can play as. Because we still got Zangetsu, which will be voiced by Solid Snake, that you'll get to play as. I'm just wondering what other type of characters would you play? I like playing as boss characters in games like this. Just going through and murking everybody as a big boss. Big boss. But yeah, it would be nice to play as Dracula. Like, he's always been the big bad of past Castlevania games, so being able to play as him in a Vania game, that actually might be pretty cool. And even at the end, if we never get to play as Dracula, hey, the idea was nice.
But people don't change that easily. So the alchemists took a more drastic measure.
You mean us? The Shardbinders?
Yes. It shames me that I was even connected to what they did. But at least you have the facts of it.
It's all right. Thank you for telling me.
Dracula would be pretty cool to play as. Yes, especially after watching the Netflix series with Dracula in it. It makes me more than ever want to... Ooh, I wonder if there's techniques for the Nodachi. And who are you?
You there? It was awful. Those monsters came out of nowhere. We ran for dear life.
What's going on with your eyes? How come I can't see the whites of your eyes and only color?
Where are the others?
Dead, most of them. My dear husband included.
I'm looking. I'm like leaning over to look at my TV screen, and I'm not seeing no whites in her eyes.
Those devils have to pay. Those murderers. You look strong, miss. I'm begging you. Help me.
If it's within my power.
Oh, thank you. My name's Lindsay. What's yours?
Is that Grey Delisle?
Miriam.
Well, Miriam, I'll gather whatever information I can about the monsters that wronged us.
That kind of sounds like Grey Delisle.
I want you to hunt down the monsters and take vengeance on them. The efforts won't go unrewarded, I promise you that.
All right. I'll do it.
Here's what I've turned up on the monsters.
Alright, we got a mission. Avenge Lindsay's husband's death by killing the demons responsible. Target 5 Morte. And we get 3 rings.
Help my husband rest in peace. Kill that murderer dead!
How come I can't see the whites of your eyes? Are you human? You got me concerned. Are you human? Who are you? Who are all these people hanging out outside where monsters is? Supposed to be inside.
The fields are rid of those monsters, but they're in a terrible state. I'll need to replant everything.
What will you grow?
Well, I haven't decided yet. Where are my manners? I'm Harry.
You're a wizard, Harry.
Miriam.
Tell me, Miriam, do you have anything I might be able to grow? Because if you let me do the farming, I'll give you your share of the harvest, and you won't even have to lift a finger.
Oh, all right. I'll keep an eye out.
Good. I'll be waiting in the fields.
So, you mean to tell me that we can give this dude, like, seeds that we find in the game? He'll plant it, and we get to harvest what he plants and add it to our own inventory for crafting? I like. Get some corn!
Can you plant this?
Sure, I'll get to work.
And he's gonna plant some corn. And who are you?
What a bloodbath. We were slaughtered. But you're not like us. You're strong. I saw you fighting.
Oh, it was more luck than skill.
Oh, humble too. My name is Abigail. What's yours?
Miriam.
Well, Miriam, might I ask you a favor? I want to give the dead A proper burial.
Of course.
But that's not going to be possible for some. In the very least, though, I'd like to bury some keepsake for each of them. A Valkyrie like you should have no trouble finding such things. Can I count on you? I'll see that you're rewarded.
The way she's sounding, I'm not even worried about the reward.
I'd be happy to do it.
If they gave me the option, I would tell her to keep the reward.
Thank you. Then, let me show you.
In memory of Catherine, bring a memento to Abigail. And 1 tunic. I believe we have a tunic. Sounds almost Scottish or Irish. I might go with Scottish. Possibly. Because her dialect kind of reminds me of Meredith from Brave. A lot more than Jacksepticeye's accent.
Thank you.
And I believe we actually have a tunic. We do. And it's weaker than what we're wearing, so we can just give it to her.
How are you?
Don't worry, it's only been worn once.
Getting by. Here's what you asked for.
This is it. That's one more villager we can lay to rest. Here's your reward.
So as long as I have the item that she wants and I give it to her, then we'll be straight. I wonder what happens if you give her the wrong item. Let's try to avoid that. She already sounds sad enough as it is. I don't want her to sound sad and disappointed in me. That's even worse. Oh, I got rice. Now all I need is some pork. Maybe some dumplings. I don't know why. I just feel like I want to eat at a Chinese buffet now. And actually it is lunchtime, so I need to figure out what I'm going to do. Bad rat. Where'd that Morte go? I'm glad I can kill him in one hit. I know a way we can do this quickly. And this worked in every Castlevania game. Chopped his head off and everything. This is how you farm for enemies. You found the nearest exit point, and if they didn't drop what you wanted, you ran out and ran back in and killed them again until they dropped what you wanted. I know from experience because I spent so long trying to get that peep in the eye magic from past Castlevania games. It was annoying. Possibly the longest I ever farmed for something. Possibly the first time I ever farmed for something. And I think we killed all the Mortes. Yes, we did. Time to talk to Lindsay. And the thing that gets me is these things are not walking forward. These things are walking backwards with their heads leaned all the way back to look like a face. To look like a drooping... Okay. Wow, you're actually pretty resistant to that. I'll keep that in mind. Help me, rat! Alright, the rat was cool and all, but let's get that thrashing tentacle back. And I can't even use it. Wow, that is some fast-growing corn. Not even bamboo grows that fast, and bamboo grows overnight.
I finished the harvest. Here's your share.
What type of magic do you use? I just gave you that corn 5 minutes ago, and you already got 10 stalks up. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 stalks up of corn. And you're still living in this village? How are you not rich with your super plant growing magic, whatever you got? At least I got pieces of corn now. But dang if that man ain't fast. I tell you one thing, you never have to worry about him being late when it comes next harvest. That man delivers. If he just sells his method, that man might be the richest farmer that ever lived. Ultra magical miracle grow. That is what it is.
Here's what I've turned up on the monsters. Good work. Here's your reward.
I'm still so concerned with this lady's eyes. I don't see the whites of them, or is the color of her irises just so big that it blocks out the white part of her eyes? I can't really tell. Whew! Well, that's devastating. Bye, you flying evil creature. And there's something on top? Hold on, there's another entry point we can go to? Whoa, 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 new guns? Are those dual pistols? Oh, okay. That increased the capacity for the bullets I can hold. That's actually pretty cool. Hold on. Inventory. It might not even show up in my inventory, to be honest. Archive. Items. Kung Fu shoes. Yeah, it might not be something that we can look up in our archive. There's a lot of things to go through. Items collected 5%, 5.30%. Oh, this is gonna take a while. Longest jump kick streak. Distance traveled, wealth, book checkouts, unique recipes disassembled, unique shards, quests, treasure maps, demon population destroyed, 7.3%, 5.80% of the map completion. Backstep distance, total sales earnings. Wait, total sales earnings? Earnings? I can earn money? Unique recipes, transmutations, unique familiars, blood volume absorbed, demon slain, candle holders broken, item completion. Wow, there is so much. It's actually cool and concerning. Kung Fu shoes for Kung Fu fighting. Oh, we got a warp station. So now we have a way to come back to this place if we venture too far. Monster bird tier. I want that chest. Then we'll get to another save point. Woo! What was that? I want to get that chest though. HP rounds. Why do I keep saying H? Like, huh. But, hey. At least you gave me money for that, but still. It's not cool, bro. New power! Bone toss. Throw a bone in the designated direction. Oh, come on. I want what that is. Give it to me now. I'm being denied, and I don't like it. Oh, you just gonna drop me 1 millimeter away from the edge? There we go. Elf ears. When did I get a pirate hat? Defense, strength, and luck. Wants it. You're pronouncing H like some British folks do. Yeah, I don't know why I keep doing that when I was looking at HP, like HP, but HP. Elf ears increase our defense, intelligence, and mind. Rusted ring replaced with a better regular ring. I was gonna be surprised if she had the ring on her hand, but now she's got a pirate ears, pirate hat, and elf ears. Okay, they're really letting you customize it now. And a tattered scarf as well. What am I doing? It'd be funny if something happened while I'm just sitting in this chair. Because some Castlevania games actually have something happen when you just sit down. But I guess not. Base Lord. And what do we learn? Surprise gift. Hurl your equipped weapon at enemies. Base Lord, Main Gauche, Carnwinin, and the Mandau Passir. Are these different weapons? Because I'm pretty sure we didn't see the last 3 in the list. You actually see the pirate hat on her and the elf ears. Yeah, from what I've heard, the items you equipped will sometimes be shown on Miriam. So I'm actually kind of looking forward to that. Let's see if we can get to a save point so I can replenish my health. Even though I know I got a potion. Yeah, this is going outside. Okay, we're going back. Going right back to the underground. Aha! I knew it was something. Might have known. Hey, look at that. 8-bit coin! Yo, we can make one of the weapons. Yo, let's go make one of those weapons right now. Because it doesn't look like I need other materials in order to make it, except for that one 8-bit coin. This will never cease to give me money, so for that I am grateful. First we're gonna save. Because there's nothing more annoying than seeing you constantly have low health.
Are you eating properly? So, what'll it be?
Alright, I want to make one of those other weapons. Yo, I can make all of these. So, starting from here, we have the encrypted orchid, the Hikari, the Moonwake, the Godcross, the EU sword, Red Beast's Edge, Prismatic Heart, Deathbringer, Claw of Anmoraki, Blood Grinder, Silent Calamity, Sculptor's Chisel, Black Dragon's Ode, Renee's Requiem, and Ambivalence. Well, since this is a Castlevania game, you might as well bring the whip out. I mean, we don't have the vampire killer, but this might be the next best thing. A whip bound by powers of darkness. Charge it to release its light. I want something that has multiple status effects. A weapon that crushes opponents and ushers in silence. An ice lance, sadly not a sickle, chisels away all of your enemies. So this is ice, this is both stone and thrust or strike. Blood Grinder is curse, dark, and slash. Strange Rod from Another World. The jewel emits a magical light. So this is a light weapon. The Deathbringer, however, gives me the most damage. Claw of Onmar. So this is a great sword, club, rapier, sword. All these are swords. But this is a whip, though. And looking at these are just normal versions, because some of these that are grayed out are actually more powerful versions. Oh boy. But let's go with the whip. The Ambivalence!
I'll go with this.
There, all done.
Now it'd be something if you can improve how weapons work. Because if you can upgrade weapons, then this might be the very best game I have that I'll be playing for quite some time. I can improve the bone toss, but not the flame cannon.
Oh, about the castle. It may not be much help, but let me tell you what I know. The castle itself was summoned from hell, demons and all. But the site it rests on is where the Alchemists Guild once lay.
Oh, that's because they messing with stuff they ain't had no business. That's why it's there.
So you may find traces of our facilities intermingled with the rest.
Does that mean I could possibly find new powers?
Now that you mention it, I do remember seeing an area dedicated to the study of Eastern mysticism.
Yes, and another of us was researching how to create giant organisms.
You know what I see being made in the future? Someone is going to make a video about how ridiculous Miriam can look with all of her stuff, like a pirate hat with elf ears, and how everyone still speaks to her so seriously. I feel like a parody is going to be made of it. I don't know why, but I just get that vibe. Someone is going to look at this and says, yeah, we can make fun of this.
Anyway, just be mindful of the facility's existence. The knowledge may keep you out of harm's way while you explore.
All right. Thank you.
Yo! So I can switch this whip between light and dark? I'm actually trying to hit the lamp, but it's not working. Oh, okay. The arc that it hits in, that's where I gotta hit it at. So I can't just be up close. I gotta hit it where the weapon actually arcs into. So I actually have to be mindful of where I hit things. Yo, and it lets you know when it works. There's visual and sound cues. See, darkness deals less damage, but light deals more. Yo, I like that. We never did explore down here, did we? Let's see where it goes. So you mean there's the possibility of you being able to summon large beasts and creatures, not unlike V and many other characters in fiction? I mean, I already got a shard that lets me summon a giant rat, so that is not outside of the realm of possibility. Where is it? Familiar? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? And it persists for a little while. I figure that once I continue to upgrade it, I can increase the duration. Oh, I love how the perspective changes like this. I will say this though, the background. If you notice, like underneath this arch, how it goes super flat. Well, from this perspective, it's supposed to signify like the rest of the mountain. But when it gets to this point, you kind of see how it stops. It's not a big issue though, because I don't care. This game is fun and it's good. And I like it. Yo, EGK, what's going on? So this was the long stretch of road that we ran down before. Switch it to dock. Entrance. Yep, the Castlevania has started. And there's upper areas up there. Where'd you go, little bat? Looking at these pictures, I would not be surprised if this happens to be some of the people that worked on the making of this game. Using a light weapon against the creature of darkness? Perfect. Ooh, double take. Still not fast enough to catch up. Okay, her, I kind of understand the aesthetic of the game, but him, Yeah, he might be another developer as well. That doesn't look like a face that someone would willingly take a picture of. Good lord, man. We're trying to paint a photograph here. Show some decorum. And I call this being my first hour, and we're already hitting 2 hours already. Bronze and cotton. Let's go ahead and use that potion. Oh! Took him out. And we got a longsword in the process. But yeah, I definitely gotta be careful. I can't just continue to take these hits and expect everything to be okay. I need to find a save point. Oh. Okay, if I get hit one more time. Oh snap! Waystone takes me back. Surely this game has either double jump, double, triple, or super jump options in the future. I've seen that there's a double jump, so there's definitely that here. It's just currently... Okay, the whip was nice and everything, but I need something a little bit faster because I feel like the whip is not fast enough. But I'll save. This will probably be something I play on and off again on stream and off stream. But it's saved, and this is where I'm going to call it here for today, folks. I have got to say that I think I've made a very good investment getting this game, Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, now out on PS4, Xbox One, and PC as well. And will soon be out for the Switch on July 25th. Look at me promoting a game. I've never done this. But this is extremely fun. I mean, I love Castlevania-type games, and this is already setting up to occupy me for quite some time until it's time for me to start playing Tales of the Borderlands next month. So this will probably be something I most likely will be playing on stream and off stream as well. You know, when I have days off, I'll most likely be playing this with you guys and showing some stuff off and just all around having fun with it, because I know I am. But I hope y'all enjoyed. Can't wait to see you all in my next video. So have a fantastic day, and once again, as always, later, peoples!